Now I hear stuff. Checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Checking 1, 2, and this is my headphones right here. Checking 1, 2, 3. Checking 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay, good. 1, 2. It's Bowdoin soccer. Let me turn it back down.
cross in front. Score!
Keeps it alive. Blocked at the net. Point Bowdoin.
Welcome to this presentation of Bowdoin Athletics on the Northeast Sports Network.
And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Brunswick, Maine, on the campus of Bowdoin College. It's time for Bowdoin Men's Soccer on nsnsports.net. This afternoon, it's a non-conference in-state matchup as the Bowdoin Polar Bears take on the University of Southern Maine Huskies. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Shields. For Scott Wierzinski's Polar Bears, they come in at 2-1-3, 0-1-3 in the NESCAC. Matter of fact, their last three games have all been NESCAC games and all double overtime ties, 2 scoreless, and a 1-1 tie in the middle at Bates. But in their non-conference action, they are undefeated, beating the University of New England 3-0 and Husson 4-1. This is their first home game as far as non-conference is concerned. And the freshman goalkeeper, Michael Weber, will get his third consecutive start. He's got 2 ties in those first 2 starts and a goals against average of 0.41, has allowed 1 goal with a .923 save percentage. For the Huskies, they have struggled this season. They are 0-6-2, 0-1 in the Little East Conference. Mike Keller is their coach. He is in his 16th year. And they'll go with sophomore keeper Cameron Atherton. He'll get the start. He is 0-6-2. He's made all the starts this year, and he's got a 2.24 goals against average and a .625 save percentage. Southern Maine falling to Norwich 2-1. Played to a 1-1 tie with Colby Sawyer. Lost to Babson 4-1. Lost at Husson by a score of 2-0. Lost at St. Joe's 3-0. Scoreless tie at Thomas. University of New England, they fell 1-0 and they lost their conference opener at Western Connecticut 7-0. Our national anthem. So the two teams will pound fists before we get ready to get this one underway. An annual matchup between these two schools, which Bowdoin in recent years has dominated. Bowdoin just looking to get some goals on the board. They've only got 1 goal in the last 3 games. They in that game at Bates last Wednesday, they had the 1-0 lead, actually scored a goal that got waved off by an offsides, and then Bates scored with a minute to go in regulation to force the overtime with a 1-1 tie. And then on Saturday here, when they took on Wesleyan, scored a first half goal, but it was waved off on an offsides. And had a couple of other good scoring opportunities, but played to that scoreless tie. They'll play without Harry Cooper. He was in the starting lineup, left that game with an injury. Is not expected to play this week, including the weekend games, where Bowdoin will go to Trinity on Saturday and a non-conference matchup in New Hampshire against Keene State on Sunday. Dylan Reed, Alex Shaban, Ian Strudwick, Drake Bird, Hayden Weatherall, Charlie Ward, Jason Oliver, Ryan Hausman, Julian Juan Torina, And Matt Ward will get the start this afternoon for Bowdoin. Peter Mayhorn, Chris Pepin, James Hutchinson, Joseph Kilowa, also Zechariah Scheib, Sean Bruninghaus, Matt Robichaud, Badir Sadoun, Caleb Reinhardt, and Kevin Voter will go for the Huskies. Bowdoin in the home white uniforms going left to right here in this first half. Black numerals. And we've had a mixture of clouds and sunshine throughout the day. On the right wing side, Strudwick trying to come around that right wing. Gets bumped off the ball, keeps control of it, puts it in front. Shot, score! On a pretty passing play from Strudwick to Jason Oliver. Oliver's first goal of the year. Matter of fact, his first collegiate goal makes it 1-0 Bowdoin, and they do that just 43 seconds in. Strudwick got bumped off the play, but stayed with that ball and was able to cross it right to left to make it 1-0. So Jason Oliver with his first collegiate goal, the senior with the score, and Strudwick his first collegiate assist. Well, that did not take long, and Bowdoin able to get on the board after only getting one goal in the last 3 overtime contests. Here's the shot. Save, knocked down on the shot from outside by the freshman keeper, as Weber was able to make that save. So Oliver from Shaven makes it a 1-0 game. That ball got dumped in on the right wing side, and Shaven, who had a solid game on Saturday here in their tie, was able to make that play. Now he's going to have a long ball right side. He stays behind it, keeps it in play on that right wing side, tries to get around the one fullback, has to slow it down. Now looks to back pass, and he does to Ward. Matt Ward, first-year player, puts it to the top of the 18, but it's cleared away and controlled out by Scheib. And check that, Scheib, I beg your pardon. And Scheib will back pass it. And it's sent out by Atherton, the netminder, in the fluorescent orange jersey and shorts for Southern Maine in the net. Left side, here comes Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward trying to get around the corner. Slips, gets back up, but it's cleared away by Southern Maine, and it will be a throw-in for Bowdoin on the far left wing side. Ball headed away. Kept alive, though, by Bowdoin. Back pass. Reed taken away here by Southern Maine. They have a 3-on-2. Crossed it to the center. Controlled there by Kalowa. He goes to the right wing side to Hutchinson. Hutchinson deep in the Bowdoin end. Being marked there by Juan Tarina. And the ball will go over the end line, and it will be a corner kick. So Southern Maine with its first corner kick. They've scored 4 goals in the year. With that score by Oliver, it's 21 they've allowed. Bowdoin on their goal. They've now scored 9. Here's the cross. Ball headed in front, knocked away, bounces around. Shot right point blank, and a save there by Weber on the shot taken by Mayhorn. Ball kind of got headed and bounced around in that penalty area. He came right to Mayhorn. He tried to one-time it with the left foot, but Weber was right there and made the save. Bowdoin puts it down into the Southern Maine end, and an infraction whistled against Southern Maine. Bowdoin will put the ball into play quickly. It's over to Strudwick. He sends it across. Strudwick got that assist. I think I said Shaban. I beg your pardon on that. There's Shaban. He'll bounce pass it back out. Onto the right side. Intended long there for Charlie Ward, but too long, and it will be a goal kick. Ball sent right back in. Drake Bird for Bowdoin on the left wing side. Cleared back to midfield. Controlled again by Bowdoin. Cleared back to midfield by Southern Maine. The Huskies lose the handle of the ball, and it's Shaban. Long pass picked up on about 5 bounces by Atherton. He'll hesitate there now. He'll punt the ball out just shy of midfield. Settle down, right wing side, Matt Ward. And an infraction against Southern Maine. Matt Ward from Sudbury, Mass. Charlie Ward, who has the ball right now from San Francisco for Bowdoin, and he'll swing it to the left wing side. There's Reed. Right side, crossover with a right foot head, just wide. Shaban with a head. Long punt towards midfield. Juan Torina. Out of bounds. It will be a Southern Maine throw. On the left wing side. With that ball, Scheib. He'll put the left foot into it. Chested down by Matt Ward. Now with it, Juan Torino sends a long ball. Shaban, top of the penalty area, puts a shot in, just put it over the crossbar. Atherton came out, took down the angle. And Shaban trying to get it in up underneath that crossbar. But it was high, and it will be a goal kick. On the left side, slipping down but getting back up. It is Bird for Bowdoin. Juan Torino with it. Juan Torina, the first-year player from Brooklyn, passes over to Ward, back to Juan Torina. He'll center it up. Hausman leaves the ball for Bird. 1-0 Bowdoin. They scored 43 seconds ago. Charlie Ward lost his balance, stepped right on the ball, and taken away by Southern Maine. Seems to be fine as he gets up. Sometimes you can really hurt yourself when that happens. Weber in the Bowdoin end. The netminder will kick that downfield, chested down by Charlie Ward. Midfield circle, controlled by the Polar Bears. It's Hausman, sends it left wing side, but it's going to be a little too long and controlled there by Atherton. Southern Maine, top of the 18. Mayhorn. Ball sent to about midfield. Off the chest of Charlie Ward. He tries to get through the circle. Pressured there, but gets around. But Shadoon now sends it down over to Strudwick. Strudwick on the right wing side. Strudwick tries to get through two players. Knocked off the ball. Still alive near the end line. And somehow kept alive by Southern Maine. And they'll clear it out of the penalty area, but picked up easily by Weatherall. He'll swing her right side to Ward. Matt Ward to Charlie Ward. Taken away there by Southern Maine. Ball bounces up a little bit on Pepin. He'll get it over to Kaliwa. It's taken back by Bowdoin, and here comes Shaban. Shaban looks over to the left wing side. Now left wing. They'll swing it to the right wing side where it is Ward puts it in. Charlie Ward tried to settle it down. Ward looks for a back pass. Left shot. Save! Shaban. So a nice save there by Atherton. And slipping down, there'll be a whistle as Shaban gets taken down. Well, they had a different angle look at it on the other side. They have credited the goal to Shaban and not Oliver. I thought from our angle it was clear it was Oliver. So they'll have to look at the tape. But Bowdoin leads 1-0. Here's Bird, his kick, headed by Charlie Ward in the penalty area, headed away by Southern Maine. Can they get it completely out of the zone? Yeah, they will. Nice play there by Reinhardt to midfield. Matt Ward with it for Bowdoin. Hausman centers it up for Shaban. Tries to one-time it, blocked down, but it takes a Bowdoin bounce. Shaban with it, left foot to the top of the 18. Atherton comes out, picks it up on about a third bounce as Charlie Ward was streaking in on that left wing side. Or more of the left side of the penalty area, not left wing side. Ball deflected out off of Bowdoin. Throw in for Southern Maine. 1-0 Polar Bears. Here's Shaban. Hands it off over to Bird. Charlie Ward, left of the penalty area. Back pass with it, Hausman. Knocked away, and a nice defensive play there by Scheib. Then sent back down. Controlled by Bowdoin. Outside the penalty area, long shot. Knocked down by Atherton. Charlie Ward will pick it up. He'll look to cross it over to the right wing side. Hausman looks to center it in. Hausman settles it down. Tries to get around the one defender. Puts it in front. Nearly one-timed in. Knocked out off of whom? I believe it's going to be a Bowdoin corner kick, their first of the day. It will come from the right flag, and coming over to take this kick, it will be Drake Bird. Ball crossed in front, headed away by Southern Maine, headed right back in by Strudwick of Bowdoin. Headed towards midfield by Southern Maine. They'll try to pass the ball to the left wing side. Voter with it, knocked out off of Bowdoin. Throw in for Southern Maine. Headed by Voter. Kept in and a nice hustle play by Reinhardt. Whistle, infraction. Goes on, actually goes out, I beg your pardon. A Bowdoin throw. Kaliwa for Southern Maine. He'll cross it over to the right wing side. Settled down there by Voter. Or check that Shadoon sends it upfield. Long back pass by Weatherall. Controlled there by Weber. Couple of oohs and ahs in the crowd. Juan Torina. He loses the handle. Hutchinson for Southern Maine trying to turn that right corner. Turns on it. Ball goes right across the goal mouth and out. And it will be a goal kick. Nice feed there, an opportunity for Peter Mayhorn, who has one of their 4 goals on the season. But he was about a step behind that ball. The punt by Weber. Headed. Here comes Charlie Ward walking in. Ward, right wing side. Pressured. Tries to flip it towards the net. Hits off of Ward's check. Bicycle kick. He goes out of play. Attempted there by a polar bear, and it was Strudwick. So a great scoring opportunity for Bowdoin. Nice defensive play by Southern Maine. Just enough to cause Charlie Ward some issues. Slow him down. For a second, it looked like he was going to go point blank against Atherton. Set down by Strudwick. He'll look over to the left wing side. Bird. Taken away. Nice defensive play by Scheib. He'll look to go upfield. Blocked down by Bowdoin, but Scheib stays with it. Kaliwa downfield. Sends the ball long. Knocked away by Bowdoin. Can Reed keep it in play? No, he can't. And I believe that's going to be a corner kick, and it is. Second corner kick of the afternoon for Southern Maine. This is the first one from the right flag, or from the left flag, and one very early from the right flag. Kaliwa takes it, head towards the net, but over the goal line, and it will be a goal kick for the Polar Bears. Bowdoin on the road this weekend. Conference game at Trinity. And then that's on Saturday at noon. Sunday at 1, they'll be at Keene State back here on the 5th when they play Hamilton in a conference game. October has 6 games, 3 at home. All 3 at home will be conference matchups. The 3 road games will have 2 conference, 1 non-conference. An infraction, Juan Torina whistled in the midfield circle. Robichaud headed away there by Weatherall for Bowdoin. Oliver on that right side. There'll be an infraction, and out will go against Southern Maine. Free kick Bowdoin in their own end. But Southern Maine regains control of that ball relatively quickly. Voter. Back pass. So nearly taken away by Ward. Nice hustle play there by Kaliwa to keep that alive. Voter for USM. He'll send the ball down to the right wing side. Trying to chase it down. Getting around one defender, but Weber will slide out as Hutchinson tried to turn the corner. Got it towards the net. But Weber with the easy pickup, and the freshman keeper gets it out quickly. On the left wing side, here comes Bowdoin. Back pass. Shaven, and it will go easily, but I think there may have been an infraction ahead of time. No, will not be. I beg your pardon. Just the way they were reacting for a second. Atherton will pick it up. Now punts it out. Nice punt. Knee down by Bird of Bowdoin. Controlled by Southern Maine in the midfield circle area. Pepin swings it left side. Weber will come out, easily pick that up. Some token pressure there by Mayhorn. And Weber with a high punt. Headed by Ward. Shaban looks over to the left wing side. Leaves it there for Oliver. Oliver gets to it. Oliver tries to get around the defender. Puts the right foot onto it. Puts it to the top of the 18. Off the back of Strudwick. Comes right back to Shaban, top of the 18. Slide tackle taken away, but he got it right back. Shaban now a back pass. Wantarina, but it will be broken up and sent back to midfield by Southern Maine. Now with it, Bird. Swings it to the right side. It's Matt Ward. First-year player. Nice little move to get around Kalila. He goes left wing side for Charlie Ward. Ward in front. Shot. Oh, just missing it. Trying to come in that left wing side. It was Drake Bird, but he just missed his 4th goal of the season. Shaban sends it along the right side for Matt Ward. Swings it wide. Strudwick. Back to Matt Ward. Back to Strudwick. Whistle. And I believe an offside whistled on Bowdoin. Bowdoin scored 43 seconds into this first half. And that's where we stand, 1-0. But they have, for the most part, controlled the territorial edge. Bird on the left wing side. Drake looks. Sends it to Charlie Ward. A little back pass. He's bumped off the ball, but Hausman keeps control, and the official rules play on. Matt Ward, right wing side. He'll chip it across. Deflected. Comes right back to Strudwick. Tries to get a knee on it. Can he keep it in play along the end line? It's cleared away, and it will be a Bowdoin throw right near the corner flag. And looked like Bowdoin was trying to get the ball. One of the Bowdoin players threw it to a teammate. Thought he was throwing it to the teammate. It was actually thrown in. It was a handball, and then they're letting subs into the game, which really should not have happened. It was a bizarre play. I think the Bowdoin player coming over caught the ball in a bounce. He thought it was going to be his buddy saying, hey, you throw it in, but it actually was a legal throw-in. Andrew Sawyer just checked in here for Southern Maine. Weber settles it down, the freshman keeper, to midfield. Bowdoin has 3 subs standing at the bench looking to check in. Whistle and an infraction. Ward gets tripped up. Free kick quickly over to Strudwick. Strudwick trying to get through a triple team. Strudwick sends the ball left wing side, deflects right back to him. Top of the 18. Strudwick looking for help. Back pass. Deflected out, but it's controlled by Wantarina. He'll swing it left wing side for Bird. Now with it, Shaban. Chip left side. Headed back. Here comes Bird. Bird, long line drive. Going to go over the end line, and it will be a goal kick. Or was it deflected? It was deflected. I beg your pardon. So a corner kick. I did not, from this angle, did not see that deflection. Brian Bay, sophomore, is checked in for the Polar Bears. Max McFerrin, the junior from Weston, Mass. I did not get the 3rd sub. Here's the corner kick by Bird. High arcer, headed away. Comes right back, settled down by McFerrin. Controlled there by Oliver. Swings it to the right side to Bird. Bird blocked down. Comes right back to Strudwick. Strudwick trying to turn the corner. Strudwick in front for Charlie Ward. A little back pass. Turned by Bay. Hits off the head of a Southern Maine player. Headed there by Reed, but cleared away by Southern Maine. Bowdoin had 2 or 3 scoring opportunities, but really could not get one on net. Here's Oliver. Oliver on the far side. He gets bumped down, the infraction. It will go against Southern Maine. Free kick Bowdoin. They'll quickly get it into play. Bay, left wing side, tries to feather a pass in to Ward, but deflected out by Southern Maine, and it will be Bowdoin's third corner kick of this first half, and Brian Bay will take it. From the left flag, he approaches, ball in front, punched out by McPherrin. Oh, a nice kick to clear it out by Southern Maine. Comes right back, though, over to McPherrin. Bay puts it in front. Oh, and about a half a step away was Charlie Ward looking to redirect it, I should say, and it went right on the bounce into Atherton's hand. One nothing Bowdoin on top. Sawyer taken away. McPherrin. He's bumped off the ball. Pepin. Taken back by Matt Ward. Scheib will come away with it. No, he makes a nice play at the sideline to keep that in play for USM. Over to Pepin. Pepin near the midfield circle. Looks to go right wing side. Sends a nice ball down there for Hume, who just checked in. Hume tries to dance around the Bowdoin defender. Back pass. He'll get over to Mayhorn. His ball gets deflected. Bounced through a couple of defenders and picked up by Weber. So Michael Weber, first-year keeper, his third straight start. Beautiful punt. Bounces twice near the top of the 18. They'll try to get it out of there. Almost taken away. McPherrin putting pressure on. Now it comes to Ward on the left wing side, right wing side. Ward in front, looking for a guy. Whoa, Bay tries to one-time it and banged it wide left. Had a lot of open space there, maybe a little too much for Bay. Trying to put a little too much hook into it, appeared from this angle. Joe Paul, a first-year player, checks in for Bowdoin. Matt Kelsey, a sophomore. There's a third sub. We'll pick it up as soon as we can see that. And it's a long ball, and it's going to be Ewick. But it's just a little in front of him, and McPherrin comes out. Yeah, Matt Ewick, the sophomore from Westwood, Massachusetts. He's the other sub who just checked in for Bowdoin. Kelsey over to the right side. Paul, back pass. Matt Ward. Now they'll go to Weatherall. Midfield circle. Knocked down by Matt Ward with his right thigh. He'll get the pass centered up. Bay battling. Taken away by Pepin. One time through the midfield circle area, but Matt Ward gets enough of it to turn it back upfield for Kelsey and Bowdoin. He'll look over to the left wing side. Finds Reed. McPherrin, he gets taken down, and that will be a free kick. As the Bowdoin player, McPherrin, slow in getting up, and I believe we're going to get a referee talking to one of the Southern Maine players. He's going to get a yellow card or not? That's the question. I think he just gets the verbal warning. Free kick for Bowdoin. Come about 15 yards top of the 18. Here's the free kick. It's punted towards the area, but cleared right out. Sent back in by Bird. Headed wide and picked up off the hand by Atherton. The head there by Reed, and Atherton got a little piece of it. Reed was trying to put it into that right corner. Kaliwa, he'll send it up, but it's controlled by Bird of Bowdoin. He'll send it up, back pass. Kelsey over to Matt Ward, to Bay. Bay changes directions, dances a little bit with it. Now looks over to Ward on the right wing side. Back to McPherrin. Weatherall for Bowdoin. They're playing a little keep away right now. Now it's Matt Ward. He'll send it down towards the right corner. Can he get it down there in time? Nope. It's going to get over the end line, or they're going to get an offside. They rule Ewick offside as Matthew Braver was the sub that we had tried to pick up that we didn't see or didn't have his name. But Braver was trying to get it, but it appeared, according to the official, that Ewick was offside. One nothing Bowdoin on top. Here's Paul. Ball sent down long, partially deflected. Easy pickup for Atherton. 14.5 to play here in this first half. Bowdoin scored in the opening seconds. Almost lost by Atherton. Cleared away there by Robichaud. Now Bowdoin with the control and Braver. Braver dances, trying to get around that end line on that far left wing side near the end line. One back by Southern Maine. They'll clear back towards midfield. But Dylan Reed will chase it down. He gets it up over to Bird. Bird's back pass taken away by Southern Maine. Scheib looks to Kawilla on that left wing side. Back to Scheib. Trying to get around the defender. Battle going on there. Kaliwa puts it in front. Ball gets deflected. Loose ball in front. Can Bowdoin clear it away? Yes, they do. That was dangerous. Bowdoin able to dodge that bullet. McFerrin. Controlled there by Sawyer for Southern Maine. Looks to center up, taken away by Bay. Settled down. Now it will be Bay, right wing side. Tries to break in Paul. A little too long. Paul will throw it in from the far right wing side after it's knocked out by Southern Maine. Bay with it. Knocked out again by Southern Maine. Matt Ward will throw it in. Weatherall. McFerrin. Bay back to McFerrin. Weatherall with it on that right wing side. He'll chip it right over the official's head. Cleared away by Southern Maine, but not really completely on the zone. Now it is through the midfield circle, but regaining control, Kelsey of Bowdoin. McFerrin. Back to Kelsey. He looks right wing side for Paul. Back pass to Matt Ward. Southern Maine dropping a number of players close to the box. Right wing side. Can Bowdoin keep it in near the corner flag? Chased down nicely by Ewick to do so. Ewick, taken away in a nice defensive play by Southern Maine. Robichaud with that. Whistle, collision, foul will go against Bowdoin. What a nice play by Robichaud of Southern Maine after Ewick made a hustle play to keep that ball in play near that corner flag on the right side. One nothing Bowdoin on top. They've officially given the goal to Shabam, and I think from our angle we thought it was Oliver. We'll probably try to see if we can get that clarified during halftime. Bay with a nice little back pass to McFerrin. Bowdoin looking to go left wing side, sends the ball down over to Braver. Braver, he'll go right back over to Bird. Bird, left side, puts it in front, intended for Ewick, blocked out, and it will be a corner kick for the Polar Bears. And corner kick number 4 for Bowdoin in this first half. Bay will take it from the left flag. High arcer in front. Atherton with an easy catch. The sophomore keeper for Southern Maine had a pretty good line on that ball right off the foot of Bay and made the easy catch. Set long, headed by Hutchinson, but he can't control it as it skips off his head. Bowdoin looks to clear the zone. A back pass, but taken away by Southern Maine. They may have numbers. A give-and-go pass. Back over to Pepin. Right side. Hume will try to chase it down. Bird clears it out for Bowdoin. Headed by Southern Maine. And it will be Voters. That was a play on. Now an infraction, and this time it will go against Bowdoin. Free kick Southern Maine on the far right wing side. So we approach 9.5 to play here in the first half. 1-0 Bowdoin on top. Here's the kick. A high line drive. Headed over the crossbar. Headed there by Scheib. Subs both sides coming in. I believe Julius Long checking in for Bowdoin. And Abedurman, Mohammed Abedurman, is checked in for Southern Maine. Also Colby Brown. Left wing side. Here comes Bowdoin. In front. Trying a back pass. Cleared away, and it will be controlled on the left wing side. There for Braver. Back pass. Kelsey blocked down. Comes to Bay. Bay blocked down by Southern Maine. Can they get out of the zone? Yes, they can. But keeping the pressure on, it's Reed for Bowdoin. Reed looks over to Matt Ward on the right wing side. Ward trying to get around the defender. Accelerates, turns the corner along the end line, trying to get around that defender, and it goes right along the end line. And Atherton picks it up about 5 feet away from that right post. And Atherton's punt in high into the air. Actually, Logan Russell is who's checked in for Bowdoin. I thought it was Long, but it's actually Logan Russell, I beg your pardon. Back pass. Reed tries to send it downfield. Broken up by Southern Maine. Inside 7.5 to play first half. Bowdoin has dominated the territorial edge, but it's a 1-0 ball game. A handball whistled there against the Huskies, so Bowdoin moves quickly. Bay sends it left wing side. Ewick trying to chase it down. Ewick gets to the ball, trying to get around the defender, and blocked out, and it will be a throw-in. Russell to throw in. Taken away here by Southern Maine. They try to accelerate upfield, but their right wing pass will go long. And a throw in for Bowdoin. Headed by Brown of Southern Maine, but goes out of bounds. Another throw in for the Polar Bears on that left wing side. Bay tries to get to Kelsey, but is taken away here by USM. Circling, Scheib, back pass. Intended there for Perry. Long ball, headed away by Bowdoin. Chested down by Bay. He'll get it over to Paul. Here come the Polar Bears down that right wing side. Paul circles the wagons, centers it up, looks to Bay, swings it left wing side for Braver. Braver lets it come to him. Now trying to get around the defender. Wants to break in Ewick, but Ewick with a defender right there really couldn't get a solid foot on it. Nice defensive play by Robichaud of Southern Maine, and Atherton picks it up. And the Husky keeper will roll it out. Sawyer. Headed by Reed for Bowdoin. Taken back by Perry for Southern Maine. McPherson now with it for the Polar Bears. Voter. He'll send it back into the Bowdoin end, but it's picked up here by the Polar Bears. And Matt Ward will pass to the left to McPherson. He'll go left wing side. Settling it down, it's Braver. Braver now crosses it over to the right side. Paul heads it to the center of the field for Bay, just behind him, and cleared away by Southern Maine. Oh, he's about a half step away from being able to settle that in and maybe walk right in from the top of the 18. Ball goes out, and it will be off of Bowdoin. Throw in Southern Maine. Southern Maine coached by Mike Keller in his 16th year. Scott Wierzinski in his 7th season along the sidelines for Bowdoin. Throw in for Bowdoin, and they'll get it in quickly to Kelsey. Braver on that left wing side. Lost control of the ball. Russell gets a piece of it for Bowdoin, and now he'll get it over to the right side. Here comes Matt Ward for Paul. Back to Matt Ward. He'll set up to Bay. Bay sees he has a little real estate, lets the ball come to him. Right side for Paul. Paul trying to come in, bumped off the ball. And is that going to be a corner kick? Yes, it is. Sawyer went right back and bumped him off. 5th corner kick of this first half for Bowdoin. Plenty of time. 3:10 to go in the first half. And Brian Bay, the sophomore from San Diego, will make his way over to the right side. He'll take this corner kick. Approaches, right foot into it. In front, off one head, comes right back out, shot deflected, and it will go off of Bowdoin. It came out to Reed. Not sure who got the head on it. I almost want to say Ewan got the head on it, but came out to Reed. Reed tried to put it on goal, but it got deflected, and then it hit a Bowdoin player on the way out. So looked like Ewick went for that head. Atherton's goal kick to about midfield. Couple of players jump up to make the head. Russell will control it for Bowdoin. But an infraction first. Or did it just go out? I just want to beg your pardon, not an infraction. Just a straight-in throw-in for Bowdoin. Braver. And a bounce off his leg a little bit. Controlled by Southern Maine. They dump it out to midfield. Here comes Bowdoin once again. It's Kelsey. Left wing side, Braver. Braver gets around the defender. Braver, left of the penalty area. Tries to get around another defender. He stood up and taken away. Hume will have it. And Hume will dump it out to midfield for USM. So we've got 80 seconds to play here in the half. 1-0 Bowdoin. Russell to throw it in. Ewick knees it down. This pass to Braver, a little behind him. And it will be a Southern Maine throw with less than a minute now to go in this first half. Weatherall heads it, now will be dumped back to Weber, the freshman keeper. He'll send the ball long. Chested down there by Ewick. Kelsey, 25 seconds to go. Left wing, they go to Braver. Braver trying to get around one defender, trying to beat a second defender. He can't, and hit off his leg. Nice defensive play there by Scheib to knock it off of Braver's leg, and that will force the goal kick. And by the time that Atherton gets this one ready, it should be the end of the half. And that is how the first half ends. Bowdoin scores 43 seconds. Unofficially, we've got it to Oliver from Strudwick. We'll see if they change that. The official scorer gave the goal to Shaban, but I'm pretty sure it was Oliver. Well, we'll find out during half. It's at halftime. It's Bowdoin 1, Southern Maine nothing. You're watching Bowdoin Soccer on nsnsports.net. Welcome back to Bowdoin as we get ready for the second half. Bowdoin scored 43 seconds into the first half, and unofficially, we have it as Jason Oliver with his first collegiate goal. Ian Strudwick with the assist and a ball that went from right to left. And I don't bet money that often, but I would bet money that it was Oliver. However, the other side thought it was Chabin. So, we'll say right now unofficially it's Oliver from Strudwick. And I know we've had a discussion with Sports Information. They're going to check the tape at the end of the game to get the official ruling. So, but what really counts is it's 1-0 on the scoreboard. Bowdoin will move from the right to the left here in the second half. Southern Maine will start with the ball. They go left to right. In the midfield circle area. Pepin with it. Now controlled by Russell. He'll pass it for Bowdoin over to Julian Juan Torina. Dumped down into the Bowdoin end. A shot. Save! Weber's he climbed the ladder for that one. Pepin. That was a nice save by the first-year netminder. So, like Bowdoin scored in the opening minute of the first half. Southern Maine just tried to return the favor, and Weber was up for the task. 1-0, Bowdoin on top. Charlie Ward over to the right side. They'll send it long for Oliver. Too long. But they say deflected out by Southern Maine, so it is a Bowdoin ball. Here's Charlie Ward along the end line, sets a shot, and he scores. Or do we have a offside? I'm waiting to see. Delays, but I believe Ward gets the goal. And the official is reason we are waiting because the official's in an argument with one of the Southern Maine players. So now Mike Keller very upset with the official. So Ward will get the goal. And it comes 70 seconds in. Very bizarre. We'll wait and see who they gave the assist to. Because everything kind of just stopped dead in its tracks. So 2-0 Bowdoin on the Ward goal. Charlie's first of the year, second of his career. Ball sent down long. Weber comes out. He right foots it. Headed down by Bowdoin. Chabin gets the assist on that goal. So Alex picks up his second assist of the year. Ball blocked along that end line. Southern Maine down into the Bowdoin end. And it goes out, and it will be a corner kick. So Charlie Ward from Chabin. Goal kick, a corner kick. It's headed down, knocked away. It was headed there by Shy, but taken away by Bowdoin. And now Russell will try to get it up. Chabin Tried to pass it to his right, but there was nobody there in a white jersey, and it will be a throw-in for the Huskies. Pepin crosses it over, left to right, flipped out. There was that Seelig. Yes, Seelig tried to flip it out, but it was out of play. Throw in Southern Maine. Now Ward with it. Tries to center it up. Here's Robichaud. He'll send it upfield for Southern Maine. So that goal by Ward, that was like a couple of players kept playing and everyone else stopped. I'm not quite sure what the thought process was on the field, but Ward got the goal. Here it is, left wing side for Southern Maine, down 2-0. Back pass, and they'll give it to Mayhorn. It's deflected. Top of the 18. Southern Maine trying to keep the pressure on Pepin, but taken away by Bowdoin. They'll dump out to the midfield stripe area. Controlled on the right wing side. Voter for USM. Sends a nice ball down to the right wing side. Seelig in a battle with a Southern Maine player, and it's going to be an infraction, and that's going to go against Bowdoin. Brewinghaus, he's not going to take it. It's going to be someone coming over to the right wing side. Pepin. So Pepin will take the free kick, puts it in front, deflected, score! A one-timer, and Brewinghaus gets his first collegiate goal, and it's 2-1. That free kick, Chris Pepin on the right side sent it over. So Sean Brewinghaus gets the goal, and it's 2-1. Just the second goal allowed by Weber in his third collegiate game. And only the fifth goal scored by Southern Maine on the season. This is their ninth game. Russell to Ward. Charlie Ward centers it up, back pass. Long shot blocked down by Southern Maine. Comes right back over to Charlie Ward. He'll take a shot over the crossbar. It's out of play. And it will be a goal kick. So 2-1 our score. Here's the ball headed down field. Ward with it. Charlie Ward trying to turn that left corner along the end line. Stops, comes back to the right. Dropped his pass off. Turning shot, deflects. Comes right back over to Ward, but cleared away there nicely by Voter of USM. Voter looks downfield, and he'll send it to the midfield stripe area. Weatherall gets it for Bowdoin. He starts to move now. He'll center it up. But it's played away and controlled here by Southern Maine. Seelig for Bowdoin. Charlie Ward leaves a nice ball to the left side for Bird. His back pass. They'll go to Seelig. Seelig with time. Up over to Charlie Ward. Now with it, Hausman. Gives it to Bird. Bird trying to turn the corner. Bird getting around Voter. Left foots it right in front. Just a little behind Ward. Shot blocked off a leg of a polar bear. And here comes USM back upfield. Flying with the ball. Kaloa. Bodies fall down. And it's going to be an infraction on Bowdoin. And they're going to... Are we going to give a card or not? Just stopping the clock. The ball got dumped down the other end of the field. So a free kick. High arcer in front. Weber punched it out. He had a man in front, and Hutchinson made contact with Weber. That was a nice free kick by Pepin, who had a assist on the free kick on the USM goal. Ball comes upfield. Charlie Ward. Deflected by Southern Maine. Bruninghaus. Shy, but Russell breaks it up for Bowdoin. Headed right back down into the top of the 18. Headed away by Weatherall for Bowdoin. Controlled there by Scheib. He looks to go left wing side. Kaliwa. Double team, gets pushed down, infraction, goes on Bowdoin. Russell the guilty party. Ball headed out of there by Weatherall. Southern Maine trying to keep that pressure on, but here's Russell again for Bowdoin. Trip from behind. And they're going to give a yellow card to Sawyer. So the second yellow card issued to Southern Maine in this half. Hayden Weatherall will take this free kick for Bowdoin. Headed away by USM. Headed right back in nicely by Reed to the top of the 18. Pressure put on, but it will be Scheibe gets it upfield for the Huskies. And a nice ball by Hutchinson. Left wing side. Kaloa tries to go for it. Bowdoin player slips down. He'll take a shot. Blocked by Weatherall. Bowdoin looks to come back upfield. Hausman. Shaben looks over to the left side. He'll give it off over to Bird. Bird turning the corner. He gets tripped up, and the free kick will be for Bowdoin. Drake Bird had both legs taken out on that double slide tackle by Southern Maine. Bird will have the free kick, top of the 18, bounced a little high, churning on it, ball in front, oh, and just wide, as it was set in front by Juan Torina. Ward was there, and there was another polar bear there, it may have been Hausman. That ball just needed to be redirected. Infraction, and it will go on Southern Maine. Left wing side with it, Seelig. He'll cross it over left to right. Headed by Bowdoin, headed away by Southern Maine. Hausman trying to regain control, looks over to the left wing side, cleared away by USM. Through the midfield circle, Hausman with a side hit of the head on the ball. Just enough to deaden it down and regain control. Back pass. It goes over to Reed. Seelig to Charlie Ward. Back pass. Seelig now. He'll go to Reed. Reed. Left foots it. Ball comes to that right wing side. Controlled by Bowdoin. Trying to turn the corner. It is Oliver. Goes over the end line. And it will be a corner kick. First of the half. Sixth of the game for the Polar Bears. Drake Bird will take it. Puts the left foot into it. High arcer in front. Just over the head of Ward. And it will go out of bounds and be a goal kick. Ward, he's 2 inches taller. Maybe gets up there enough to get the tip of that ball and deflect it in. A nice corner kick by Bird. Just a tad bit high. Ball knocked out off the slide tackle by Julian Tarina. It will be a Southern Maine throw. Russell heads it. Controlled here by Hausman. Hausman leaves it for Bird. Bird has a man to his left, also had Ward. Chabin over to Charlie Ward. Ward comes back to the right, turns on it. Tried to get it in front for Bird, but it's deflected away by Southern Maine and back out to the midfield circle area. Kaloa, he slips down, lost his balance. Picked up by Juan Tarina, but his pass over to the right wing side. Stolen away by Southern Maine. Taken back by Bowdoin. Juan Tarina. Oliver, he'll dump it down on a one-timer. And it bounces harmlessly to the top of the penalty area. Picked up there by Cameron Atherton. And the sophomore keeper for Southern Maine, he'll punt it out. Kneed down by Hausman of Bowdoin to Juan Tarina. Now controlled by Southern Maine, a back pass. Sawyer. They'll go back over to Atherton. He'll send it back out towards midfield. Controlled there by Seelig. To Charlie Ward. Back to Seelig at the midfield stripe area. Back to Ward. Ward tries to split a double team. He'll go to the right wing side. Ball by Hausman. Intended by Seelig, but a nice slide tackle there by Voter to take it away. Regaining control, it is Hausman for Bowdoin. He'll send it far right wing side. Now they'll cross it back to the left side. Intended for Ward. Tries to get around Voter. Ward with it. He'll circle it back. Back pass over to Seelig. Seelig back to Ward. Left wing side. Puts the right foot into it. In front, ball deflected away. Comes right back to Ward. Ward on that left wing side. Ward looks to center, is up. Nobody there. Goes back over to the right wing side. Here's a shot by Oliver, and it hits off the post. Ward can't get it. Oh, just wide. Two great opportunities for the Polar Bears. Just couldn't get it past. Another corner kick. Hausman to take the corner kick from the left flag. Archer headed straight up by Voter of Southern Maine. Controlled by Bowdoin. Crossed over. Loose ball. Head knocked away by Atherton. Going to be a corner kick, I believe. Shaven. And Alex, the way he's grabbing his head, you are led to believe he's the one that had the opportunity. Atherton made the save. Corner kick. It'll be Bird. Bird, a nice high arcer. Ball punched out by Atherton. Cleared away by Southern Maine. Russell tries to settle it down. have it knocked out, and he'll throw it in quickly. Jabin. Now to Bird. Bird on that right wing side. He's marked, trying to turn the corner. Does a nice job. Now with it, McFerrin, who just checked in on the last corner kick. Bird, left wing side. Bird puts it in front, just wide, cleared away. The Bowdoin player is trying to come in on that right wing side, slip down. They'll mark the ball back, and Weber will control it for the Polar Bears. Now the freshman keeper sends it upfield. Russell wants to go to Charlie Ward. He'll pass it back, a little back pass. Cleared away by Southern Maine. Comes back over, though, to Weatherall. Jabin. He'll send in Ward. Ward trying to get around the defender. He does, and he scores! Charlie Ward, second goal of the half. And again, Alex Jabin with the assist. And it is 3-1 Polar Bears. And that comes with 27:54 to play. So Bowdoin with the 3-1 lead. Jabin with a beautiful long pass and got Ward right in stride and then just had to finish it off. So Ward's second goal and Jabin assisting on both here in the second half. And the lead is now doubled back to 2 for Bowdoin. Bowdoin looking to improve to 3-0 in non-conference play. Southern Maine still looking for their elusive first win. They're 0-6-2 on the campaign. Ward, both of Bowdoin's wins have come in non-conference. They're 0-1-3 in NESCAC play. Russell on the far right wing side, pressured, taken away by Southern Maine. But then stolen right back. And here comes Bay. Bay in front. It's deflected. It was intended there for McFerrin, but broken up by Southern Maine. Headed right back by the Polar Bears. Here's the shot, and Atherton reaches out and gets enough of it to keep it wide. The long shot there by McFerrin. Ninth corner kick for Bowdoin. Bay to take it. Right foot. Angles. Juggled, loose ball, still loose, and somehow Atherton covered it up. He had it, lost it, looked like Ward was going to get the hat trick, and then Atherton last second got his hands on it and covered it up. Taken back by Bowdoin. Here comes Ward again, shot, score, hat trick, Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward did not have a collegiate goal coming in, on the season. Had one coming in from last year, but he's put 3 on the board for the hat trick. And Bowdoin with a 4-1 lead. And Bowdoin scoring those last 2 goals in less than 2 minutes apart. A minute 56 to be exact apart. And here comes Bowdoin again, but it's an offside. They gave Bay the assist. And Brian has the ball. Back to McPherson, taken away from him. For Bay, his first collegiate assist. He had a goal this year and a goal last year. So 4-1 Bowdoin. He scored early in the first half, early in the second half. Southern Maine scored on a free kick. And then Ward with 2 in a row here. Actually, he's had the last 3, so it's a natural hat trick as far as Bowdoin's concerned. And here they come again. Bay trying to get around the defender. It's long, and it will go out off of Southern Maine, a throw-in near the corner flag. And Bowdoin will get 3 subs in, and Oliver and Ward will come out. I think Bird's also coming out as well. Ewick in. Strudwick in. Here's Hausman over to the right side for Russell. Broken up by Southern Maine. And here come the Huskies. Shot on that left wing side. He'll stop. Trying to set it at the top of the 18. Blocked down by Bowdoin. Controlled by Russell. He'll look upfield. Now Bay sends a long ball to the right wing side. Breaking in on that right side. It is Paul. Paul circles the wagons, brings it back to McPherson, a little behind him, and taken away by Southern Maine. They'll dump it over the midfield stripe area. Weber comes way out of the penalty area. He'll control it. And now sends it upfield with a right foot. It was intended for Ewick, but Ewick lost his balance. Long shot. Short hops. Atherton makes the save on the long shot taken by Bay. Now Brown for Southern Maine. He'll look to thread the needle to Perry. Now with it, Pepin, the captain for the Southern Maine team, has it taken away, and it will be Seelig. Seelig back to Reed, and they'll dump it back over to Weber. Weber, he'll clear it away, and it will be out, and it will be a throw-in for Southern Maine. Couple of subs, 1 for each side. Abdallah Mustafa checks in for the first time for Southern Maine. Bay gets a piece of it but lost his balance. Back pass. Reinhardt for Southern Maine. Bay heads it for Bowdoin. Now with it, Ewick. Ewick sends the ball left wing side. Trying to get to it, Strudwick. Strudwick in that left side. Strudwick trying to get around the defender. He does. Top of the penalty area. Blocked down. Takes a bounce, and it goes out. It took a bounce off the fullback and almost right to Paul's foot, but instead it will be the 10th corner kick. And this is a game for Bowdoin. 5 in the first half, 5 here in the second half. Bay will take the corner kick from the right flag. Archer headed away by Southern Maine. Sent back by McPherson, and he got too much of that one. Well over the goal and into the pines. Here comes Paul for Bowdoin. Joe Paul, back pass. Taken away there by Perry of Southern Maine. Bay, though, regains control for Bowdoin. He'll center it up there for Kelsey. Back pass by Kelsey. Over to Weatherall, center circle. They'll go to Reed. Reed swings it to the left side. Seelig. Intended for Ewick. Ewick. McPherson. They try to do a quick side pass, but it goes out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Southern Maine. Reinhardt's throw. Well, off of Bowdoin. Throw in Southern Maine. Reinhardt will come down and take it. Reed gets enough of it, send it back to midfield. Bay to Ewick. Ewick tries to send the pass up. He does. Right back over to Ewick. Ewick over to the right wing side for Paul. Paul trying to turn the corner. His shot. It's wide. Keeping it in play, though, it is Bowdoin crossing it over. Left to right was Bay. Comes back out long. Kelsey with it. He'll swing it left wing side. Here's Seelig. Back to Bay. Back to Seelig. He'll send it to the top of the 18. Controlled by McPherson. Cleared away, though, by Southern Maine. Chested down by Kelsey of Bowdoin. He'll look for the back pass and find it there for Weatherall. Weatherall gets around one defender. Right wing side intended for Paul. He slips down. Ball goes long. And it will be controlled there by Atherton near the end line. He'll walk it up to the top of the penalty area. Pick it up and now we'll punt it. Puts the right foot into it. Keller will get it for Southern Maine, but it's taken away by Bowdoin. Now Seelig. Seelig on that left wing side. Ewick one time it chested down nicely there by Strudwick, but it bounced a little further away from him than he wanted, and it will be cleared away by Southern Maine. Now Bay regains control for Bowdoin. Over to Russell. Knocked away, and it will be a throw-in for Bowdoin and Russell. To Ewick. Chested down on the right wing side near the sideline. Tries to get around the defender. He'll put it in front. Headed away by Bowdoin. Set in there by Bay. One timing. Paul wide. Goal kick. What a play by Bay to keep that ball alive. And to reach back with his right leg and settled it down. I'd be in traction for a week if I made a play like that. Of course, I'm also not a sophomore in college, so that would be one of the reasons why I'd be in traction. Here's Reed, and he will head it back to Weber in the net. Inside 16 minutes to play, 4-1 Bowdoin on top. A nice punt by Weber. Chested down by Southern Maine, broken up momentarily by Kelsey, but controlled by Brown of the Huskies. He'll look to center it up. Sent back up field by Weatherall, controlled though by the Huskies. Now sent long. Sadoun. Out. Bowdoin throw. Reed swings it over to Russell on that right side. Russell to Paul, sent back down by Weatherall. Intended for Ewick, broken up by Perry of Southern Maine. Whistle, infraction on Bowdoin. Pepin will take the free kick. Pepin, nice arcing ball. Weber goes up and makes the catch. And Weber throws it out to Paul. Bay for Bowdoin. He'll send it right wing side. Whistle offside. The line judge right there had the flag up immediately on the offside play. Left wing side here. Mustafa now left-footed. Weber sees it clearly. On the long crossing shot. Now the ball gets punted out to about midfield. Nice hustle there on the left side for Strudwick to keep that in there. McFerrin intended for Paul. A little behind him. Sawyer sends it upfield for Southern Maine. Russell for Bowdoin. 13 minutes to play here. 4-1 Bowdoin on top. Strudwick over to the right wing side. Russell. Now Bay. Deflected, comes right back to Bay. Back pass, they go left side. Where to Seelig? Seelig dances a little bit. Now tries to turn the corner. Trying to get around the defender. Ball knocked down and knocked away. And cleared away by Southern Maine. No foul there because the defender got a foot on the ball. Here's Bay. Bay trying to get through a couple of guys. Has one guy fall down, knocked out. Is that a corner kick? Yeah, it is. The 11th corner kick of the afternoon as we get to the 12th minute mark here. Or technically the 78th minute. Bay to take the kick. In front, punched out by Atherton. Straight up. Headed down back to McFerrin. Sends it left wing side for Bay. Bay crosses it in front. McFerrin jumps up, but there's a whistle, and it would have been an offside. As it looked like Weatherall got too deep. Southern Maine will host Castleton on Saturday in Little East Conference action. Matter of fact, the majority of their games left are conference games, as the majority of Bowdoin's contests are NESCAC games, with two exceptions. Sunday at Keene State, and then later in October at Thomas. Here's Ewick. Ewick trying to get around the defender. Ewick has it cleared away by Perry. He came back and helped out. Throw in Bowdoin. Perry sends it back out of play once again. Another throw in for Bowdoin. Centered up to the left side with it, Kelsey. Kelsey leaves the ball over for Seelig. Seelig tries to get around the defender, but can't do so. Abdurrahman will send it upfield to Mustafa. Keller bounced off the ball. Controlled here by the Polar Bears. Ewick. Top of the 18, shot. Score! Ewick from 20 yards out. A left foot blast. And it's 5-1. Matt Ewick. His second goal of the year, his third collegiate goal. That was a rocket. So it is 5-1 in favor of Bowdoin now. Russell. Did not hear who they granted the assist with. We know those speakers work because if you're here for pregame, the music is very loud. But you almost never hear the PA. Ewick, left side. With it, it is Strudwick. Strudwick, shot. Atherton goes down and slides on his knees and traps the ball almost like a catcher in baseball trying to block a curveball in the dirt. Did a nice job of keeping that in front of him. Five-one Bowdoin on top. Nice play there by Abdurrahman. On the right side. He'll dance with the ball a little bit. Now brings it back. Back pass. Broken up by Bowdoin. And here comes Strudwick. Strudwick sees the ball to Paul on the right side. Paul, back pass. Sent to the top of the 18. Bay walking in, left side shot. Oh, over the goal was deflected. I thought it was going to go well over. And it will be a corner kick. A goal kick by Bay. It's a bomb. And it goes all the way through and out. Down in the southern Maine end, headed out, and another corner kick. 13th corner kick of the afternoon for Bowdoin. Ball gets headed up in the penalty area. Herman going to take a shot there. He seems to be limping a bit. Here comes Paul, right side. Leaves the ball for Lockwood in front. Knocked down by Atherton. He makes another save. Left side, Russell. Now gets it off over to Strudwick. Strudwick gets around a couple of defenders. Strudwick top of the 18. Strudwick turns on it, shot. Score! Ian Strudwick. And the route is on. Strudwick with his first collegiate goal. And that comes with 5:16 to play. Feel a little bit for their Southern Maine goaltender, Atherton. He looks totally dejected down in his goal right now. Right side, it's Joe Paul. 6-1, Bowdoin in command. They ruled that goal unassisted. The Hewitt goal, by the way, also ruled unassisted. Bowdoin with 14 shots on goal in this game to 3 for Southern Maine. Just overall shots, it's a 24-6 advantage for Bowdoin. And they have really put the pressure on. McPherrin, top of the 18, played away by Perry. Kept alive by Bowdoin. Ryan Park, first-year player. Whistle. And it'll be a free kick for Bowdoin. Now they're going to make sure USM is back. The 10, and the referee puts the white line down. McPherrin takes the shot. It goes wide, and it will be a goal kick. Julius Long in the game. Ryan Doolin. Liam Houlgate has checked in as well for Bowdoin. As we mentioned earlier, Polar Bears would not be using Harry Cooper. Got hurt in that tie here on Saturday and likely won't play until next week. Not playing the weekend matchups either. Right side, it's Park. Chipped it down. Lockwood tried to turn on it but couldn't. Headed back to Long. Now with it, McPherrin, left side, Strudwick who just scored a moment ago. Strudwick back pass. McPherron chips it in, headed away, and cleared away by USM. In front, cleared away. Now controlled by Bowdoin. They'll cross it over with 80 seconds to go. Strudwick heads it. Atherton climbs the ladder and gets it. He'll send the ball downfield. Headed over to Long for Bowdoin. Herman. Now he swings it right side. And chip downfield. Nice long ball there for Lockwood, but too long. Picked up by Atherton. He'll send it down through the midfield circle areas. We're inside 40 seconds to go. Kelsey. Here comes Southern Maine with 19 seconds to go. Ball broken up, taken away by Bowdoin. Ball sent down long. Atherton slides out and got a piece of it just as Strudwick went to take the shot. Atherton will just send it downfield, and that will end it. And it's a 6-1 victory for Bowdoin. Scott Wierzinski's 60th career win at Bowdoin. And for goaltender Michael Weber, his first collegiate victory. Bowdoin scored in the opening minute, 43 seconds in. Right now it's listed as a different goal, but we believe it's going to be Jason Oliver from Ian Strudwick for the right to left, but we'll wait and see. Then Charlie Ward, early on in the second half, at the 46-10 mark, scored, and it was Alex Chabin with the assist to make it 2-1, a free kick by Southern Maine, a goal by Sean Brewinghaus, as he got a nice feed for Chris Pepin, made it 2-1. Then Ward scored back-to-back goals. The first one from Chabin, the second one from Bay to make it 4-1. Unassisted goals for Matt Ewick and Ian Strudwick wrapping up the scoring for the Polar Bears, who had 15 shots on goal to 3 shots on, 26-6 advantage. Corner kicks, it was 13-4 in favor of Bowdoin. Polar Bears are on the road this weekend. A conference game at Trinity. Then that's on Saturday at 12 noon. You can see that on nsnsports.net on the Trinity channel. And then they're at Keene State on Sunday. Back home on Saturday, the 5th, against Hamilton. For Southern Maine, they'll be home to host Castleton on Saturday. Final, Bowdoin 6, Southern Maine 1. You've been watching Bowdoin Soccer on nsnsports.net.